Today, we're diving into the fascinating and often controversial topic of preemptive pardons. It's a wild ride through the murky depths of presidential power and legal loopholes that'll leave you wondering how this is even a thing. We're talking about a pardon for a crime anyone's even been charged, let alone convicted. It's like getting a get-out-of-jail-free card before you've even played the Monopoly game. So, buckle up because we're about to unpack this legal oddity, exploring where it came from, how it works, and why it sparked more than a few heated debates. It speaks to the very heart of our justice system and the power dynamics at play. So, stick with me, and by the end of this video you'll be fluent in preemptive pardonese. So you're probably wondering, where in the world did this preemptive pardon power even come from? Well, like many things in American history, it all started with a bunch of guys in wigs arguing over a document written centuries ago, the Constitution. Specifically Article 2, Section 2, Clause 1. It's the part where they basically hand the president a giant get-out-of-jail-free card, also known as the pardon power. Now, the Constitution doesn't explicitly mention preemptive pardons. But over the years, presidents figured, hey, if I can pardon someone they've been convicted, why not? And thus, the preemptive pardon was born. Now, before you start imagining presidents handing out preemptive pardons like candy on Halloween, let's be clear, there are limits. Firstly, these pardons only apply to federal crimes. Secondly, the pardon has to be specific. It can't just be a blanket. You're off the hook for everything you've ever done and will ever do. Finally, and this might seem obvious, but a preemptive pardon only covers crimes committed the pardon is issued. It's not a license to go on a crime spree after the fact. Alright, time for a little history lesson, folks. One of the most famous examples, Richard Nixon's pardon by President Gerald Ford in 1974. Another example is Jimmy Carter's 1977 amnesty for Vietnam War draft evaders. Again, it was a move met with mixed reactions, highlighting the complex moral and political implications of preemptive forgiveness. Now, let's be clear, the presidential pardon power, even in its preemptive form, isn't some all-powerful magic wand. There are some very real limitations. For one, it only applies to federal crimes. Secondly, and this is a big one, a presidential pardon can't save you from impeachment. And finally, and this might seem obvious, but a preemptive pardon only applies to past crimes. Think about it. A world where presidents could preemptively pardon any future crime, it'd be chaos. Here's where things get really interesting, folks. Preemptive pardons aren't just a legal quirk, they're a moral and ethical minefield. Critics argue that they undermine the very core of our justice system, allowing individuals to bypass accountability and potentially escape justice altogether. Proponents argue that preemptive pardons can serve a valuable purpose, offering a path to reconciliation and healing, particularly in times of national division. But the question remains, when does mercy cross the line into obstruction of justice? Now, you might be thinking, if a president can just issue preemptive pardons willy-nilly, what's stopping them from pardoning everyone they know, creating a legal free-for-all? Well, the courts, for one. While they generally try to avoid interfering with presidential pardon power, they do have the authority to step in under certain circumstances. For example, if a pardon is deemed too vague, like a blanket pardon for any and all crimes, the courts can intervene. The courts act as a crucial check on presidential power, ensuring that even the pardon power, as broad as it is, isn't used to completely circumvent the law. So there you have it, folks. Preemptive pardons, a fascinating, frustrating, and often infuriating aspect of presidential power. They're a reminder that our legal system, for all its complexities, is ultimately a human creation, full of loopholes, gray areas, and plenty of room for debate. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more insightful content. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and remember, just because something is legal doesn't always mean it's right.